Hey guys, KB Miller here. Welcome to the second vlog. After the popularity of the first one, we decided to make sure that until we can get it synced up between the four of us to make sure that it continued to go, because after the first one we got a tremendous amount of private messages, emails. It was insane. So your response was crazy and it's awesome. So we will continue. If it hasn't gone to the other people's blogs, it will continue to stay a feature every Friday on mine until we can get it working around in circles. So thank you guys for watching my quirky self. I got a lot of messages that people thought that I was going to be a lot crazier than I was, that I was really calm and mellow, and I don't know, I guess being in front of the camera, it kind of mellows you out because you don't want people to see that you're completely insane, which I totally am. So again, thank you for that. We had 1,000 hits on the vlog. It was amazing, so I'm really appreciative of that. Haunted Moon had a lot of downloads because of it, so thank you for that too. Speaking of Haunted Moon, there are 2 winners that have this coming to them right now, but we got the prints of Haunted Moon and they look stunning, so I'm really pleased with those. Mary Hensley of A Page Away and Sarah Parnell, they both won in the Haunted Moon review giveaway. We picked 2 winners to receive print copies. The print copies you guys can't buy. The only way to get those is to win them off of a giveaway that we do. So keep your eyes peeled because there's always something going on with us. The other thing that I wanted to tell you in news with me is that a lot of the print copies, well, all of the print copies so far that have gone out have had this cover. They are no longer available. The new cover, which I'm in love with, is going to be going to the printers, I believe, next week. I'm thinking, fingers crossed. So Compulsion will be available very, very soon, and so will Harvest Moon. So we're releasing the Moon Coven back on you guys, so I hope you're ready for them and their little witty, snarky comments. Everyone's been having a field day with them, and it's just the response to the Moon Coven series has been amazing, so I'm completely honored and thrilled, so thank you so much. Speaking of the Moon Coven, are you a proud member? I've gotten a lot of requests for these, and you'll be able to win these on giveaways on the blog and Facebook. We have to kind of be really careful on Facebook though with giveaways because it's walking that line with Facebook rules. So just keep your eyes out, and if you send me a creative email, I may send you one of these. The other thing is the Compulsion cover. These are the mini posters and the Compulsion cover, and I have to tell you guys that for some reason the digital covers, Mason looks darker than Lily, and on these it's not. So they the graphic artist who did the cover, they're 3D covers, so when you see them in person, I don't understand why that is, but I love them. So yeah, this is the new cover for Compulsion. Don't you love? And we just saw Haunted Moon's print, and there's the mini poster for Haunted Moon and Harvest Moon. And everyone keeps asking me about Harvest Moon, and I guess I probably should set the record straight on this. The Moon Coven series is about Lily and her 11 young family members. The novellas that are coming out, they're companions, so they're side stories. So the main story of Compulsion, for those who have already read it, is about Lily and her grandmother and things like that are in the background. Harvest Moon is a story about her dad, when her dad was younger. So keep your eyes peeled for that, because that was a really fun one to write. And one more piece of news about me. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek at the mini posters for a new short story series that's getting ready to debut next month. and it's Supernatural Society. Is this killer or what? This is Bianca, and Bianca is a vampire, and she's part of the collective, and the collective is the supernatural and human collective, because the supernaturals and the humans have kind of been paired together in a not so conventional way. Those Mayans weren't completely correct when they predicted that the apocalypse would come December 21st, 2012. Something's going to happen, but it's not going to be the end of the world. So that's what's going on with me. Let's get to some of the other things. Yes, I have. People have commented on this on Facebook. I have my diva mug. I am seriously not a diva in any sense of the word. But I like it because it's zebra print, and anybody who knows me, I'm a total animal print kind of girl. Shoes, coffee, books, but it's got to be animal print. Okay, so we talked about the popularity of the vlog. You guys keep sharing it too, because there's been like a whole bunch more hits since then too, so it's really, really cool. I guess we have to talk about a couple of bad things real quick. The hackers and the trolls on Facebook. Please, 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 if you are a page owner, if you are a group owner, be very, very careful with your page and, you know, with your admins, because it's usually not your admins that are doing anything wrong. It's somebody that will hack into their account. So if you go to Facebook, if you go to manage admin roles and make you the page owner, the manager, and everyone else a content creator, they have all the same accessibilities that they did before. They just don't have the ability to change the admin roles. And it's not your admins who will do that. It's somebody who hacks in to their account that they could change your stuff. So just protect yourself, guys, okay? Piracy sites. I watched this past week, and I even commented on one of the threads for one of the piracy sites. It infuriated me, because right now Haunted Moon is the only book that I have at, and it is free, because I willingly give it free to take from my friends, authors that have books that are out there that are charging for it, that are finding their books on these piracy sites. It's almost as if these pirates are coming into their home and taking food off of their table, because we work really hard, and for a lot of us, this is our main source of income. So if you see a site like that, please alert your nearest author and let them know so that we can get this thing shut down. It's just not right. Okay, so enough with the bad stuff. Another thing that came out of all of this from last Friday with this vlog was I had gotten an influx of requests to do reviews. Sadly, guys, I'm a writer too, and I can't review as much as I would like to. I read as often as I can. But I had people sending ebooks to my email address, requests to send print books to my post office box for fan mail box. I really, unless I know the author, unless I'm aware of their work, I really can't. I will try to get to as many people as possible. I did contact 2 authors, because I have a promotions group, and I talked to the girls in there and asked them who they'd like to see featured on the next one, and there were 2 authors, and I'm hoping to have their one is sending me print books so that I can show you guys the print books, because we have a special surprise for you, and I'm hoping that they'll be here in time for next week's. But if you guys know Stacey Rourke, something exciting is getting ready to happen with the Conduit, so stay tuned. So there's going to be a new tab at the top of the blog. I'm pointing up there like the blog is up there right now, but if you look at the top, there's going to be a new little tab in pink that says Review Submissions Guidelines. I will try desperately to get as many people's books showcased on here as possible. I cannot promise you guys reviews. I'm sorry, I just can't. I'm looking to see if I can get other people working on the blog with me, so maybe they could review, but I know that I don't have the time to do it. And for the people that sent requests for me to showcase your books, I promise I will respond to your emails as quickly as I can, but it was completely inundated. There were over 100 emails in there the last time I checked, and I just haven't gotten to it. Okay, so let's talk about some books. I'm kind of excited about a few of these. Oh, real quick before I forget, because everyone knows me, I'm very scatterbrained. If you didn't check it out last week, don't forget, if the part 1 of The Vampire Hunter's Daughter is always free on Barnes & Noble and Amazon, Smashwords, everywhere. Check out Jennifer Malone Wright and get your copy, the first copy of this. I swear, if you read the first one, you will be hooked. So don't forget to do that. And her link is always on my blog. With Willow as well. Willow's link is on my blog. If you guys haven't read the Dark Gift series, you guys are seriously missing out. Willow actually has an agent. They're shopping around for movie rights right now, so get on board here. People, start with Afterlife, though, because you will crack up. It's hysterical. And again, her link is on my blog, along with J.H. Glaze. His link is always, it's a permanent fixture on my blog, so check him out too. He has this, the John Hazard series, which is this one. This is the first book in it. And there's another book that's getting ready to come out, Send No Angels. But he also has this thing, it's called the Horror Challenge, and there's 2 volumes of it out right now. And he takes requests from fans, like they give a little, a little something, and then he takes and writes a story about it and then turns them into books, and they're amazing. Absolutely hysterical. You've got to check them out. So check him out on the button on the blog. Okay, let's get to some of our indie authors. Let's start with this one. I read this a long time ago. It was sent to me, probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 months ago. It was back in the winter. And I read this book and fell in love with it. And I'm anxiously anticipating the second book that's coming out. It's called Fate Fixed by Bonnie Wheeler. If you haven't read this, please check it out. Her link is underneath of this video. Go to her fan page, and then the Amazon link should be there as well. Check this book out. You guys won't regret it. It is completely an awesome teen read. I totally loved it. This was a 5-star book to me, and it's absolutely one of my favorites. Okay. Another one of my favorites, and actually this is one of my husband's first review books that he did. And this is by Monique O'Connor-James, The Keepers. The second part of this, The Watchers, is it's available now, and it's doing remarkably well. I suggest you guys check this out, because if you like angels, you'll love this. And Monique is a sweetheart. She is an absolute doll baby. So check her out. She's got Becoming Jolie, The Mulligan Man, Deja Vu, Jamais Vu. There's a couple of books she's got out, and her publisher, I believe it's Astria Press, they have the ebooks for 99 cents, I think, until the end of this month, so check those out. This next one is a personal friend of mine, because she's also a fellow Baltimorean, and her second book in this series comes out July 31st, and I know that there's a lot of you guys that are waiting for this, but that's right, it's Kat Miller, her Unbound book. Check this out. It's an adult paranormal read, so this is not a YA read, this is an adult read. The second one in this series is Unforgiven, and I know she's working on a short, because I just talked to her about this, Unafraid, so it'll be a short novella, and I believe it's on Griffin and Tessa's story, which a lot of you guys fell in love with, so there's more coming from Tessa and Griffin. But check this out. Don't you just love this cover? I'm kind of a little bit proud of it myself, because I helped her format the inside. I did. So that was my little squee moment for myself. But I didn't write any of it. Not at all. I just helped format, because I'm a geek like that. So check this out. On ebook, I believe it's $2.99 for ebook, and I want to say it's $12.99 for paperback, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, everyone has asked what my favorite book is that's non-paranormal, and there are 2 of them. My Complete Works of Shakespeare, I don't go anywhere without it. I love that book. But yes, I do have The Wuthering Heights. This book is, you can see the spines kind of, because I like to read this book. My favorite non-paranormal book. If you haven't read this yet, it's a classic. Good gosh, go pick it up. I think that they're actually free on Amazon Kindle, so go download it real fast and see what all the buzz is about. One of my favorite YA authors, actually two of my favorite YA authors, are books I'm getting ready to show you right now. And this series is like, it sends me over the moon, The Vampire Academy. I love Rochelle Mead. As a matter of fact, one of my best friends, Sabrina Ford, who is the admin on Paranormal Reads, she went to a signing recently and she got the book signed for me. Oh, that's totally a squee fangirl moment. And she talked to her about my book. Double squee, right? So the link for Vampire Academy, for all of Rochelle's links that you can actually follow her and pick up the books, is underneath the blog, so make sure you guys grab that. And then the last real book that I'm going to show you guys today is a book that came out when I was in high school, and I loved it then, and I had to go find it again and buy it because I lost them. The Forbidden Game with L.J. Smith. Of all of my favorite authors, and I have top three favorite authors for YA, LJ is my number one. I grew up reading her, and she's a huge reason, a huge majority of the reason why I write YA. Because of her. I absolutely adore her, and her books are fantastic. So go grab those. Vampire Diaries, I will warn you that after the third chunky book of the last portion, they've got a ghostwriter writing things, and I know that some came out with The Secret Circle now too, and that's a ghostwriter as well, and the fans can tell. I see it on Facebook every day that people are talking about it, and they can tell the difference. But so go check out the originals. Act of Valor, Night of the Solstice, The Forbidden Game, Dark Visions, Secret Circle. She has, I mean, a whole host of books. They're amazing. Okay, now for my circle members on the fan page, people have asked, where do I get my information for the Moon Coven series? I pride myself in the fact that I try to keep things as actual and factual as possible. I mean, it is a fantasy book, and I know there are some out there that get a little offended and they're like, that's not what a real witch would do. Let's remember, people, this is a fantasy book. This is not reality. It's a book, okay? And it's a make-believe book. But I try to keep as many things true to fact as I can possibly get. So when I'm looking up things for crystals, I always look in the Crystal Bible. I want to say 90% of my books, and I get all of my Wiccan supplies, because yes, I do practice what will work best for scenes and like that, and to see what ceremonies are going to work best. So you need those things to be able to see that. So there's a place called the Crystal Fox in Laurel, Maryland, and they ship everything to me. They have an amazing array of items. If you haven't checked that out, I have the link for the Crystal Fox on my blog. Love them. Please check them out, because they have everything from crystals to incense, to clothes, to statues. I mean, you name it and they have it. It's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to sign off this time with this. Next Friday, the vlog will probably be on my blog. If it's not, it will be either on Jen's, Willow's, or Jeff's, but we will let you know in advance. Please keep reading. Please keep sending messages. Please keep sharing, because you guys have been sharing this vlog link everywhere, and I'm really excited because a lot of people are starting to pay attention, and thank you. Hopefully I will come bearing news of the exact release date of Compulsion and Harvest Moon next week. So until then, twitchy witchy kisses. See you next time.